Hello, everyone, and hope you're all staying safe in these crazy times under quarantine. And I'm Travis McCurdy. Right now, as I mentioned during the Coach Curtis interview, we're just going to go around and see how all of our head coaches are doing because I know I'm curious in this time, see how my friends and my fellow staff members are doing. Right now, we're joined by the new men's basketball coach, Lonnie Griffin. Coach Griff, how are you doing?
Travis, I'm doing really, really well in this interesting time. Just learning how to survive with two kids, eight and under, and a wife trying to work, and me trying to work. So it's a lot of good quality family time.
Well, if anyone's had a different scenario with this, it's you because during this time, you've gone from being an assistant coach to a head coach here at Northwood. Talk about like what was your family's reaction? I guess would be my first thing to knowing that their dad slash husband's now the head coach at Northwood.
Oh, excited, very excited. I mean, my wife's a Midland native, so the fact that we're able to get a head coaching job and something that I've been dreaming to do for a long time, right here in her hometown, with her family around is exciting for her. But she's also excited for the opportunity I have, and obviously, my kids. Like I mentioned, my daughter is 8 and my son is 5. They've known is coaching and being around the gym. So to have Daddy be the head coach is pretty cool for them. I mean, they were so excited. The most exciting part about all this for them was they got the big office. So that was the most exciting part for them.
How are you guys? You mentioned it. You're trying to work. Steph's trying to work. The kids are around. How is all of that going for you guys during quarantine?
It's day to day, depending on what day it is. It's either going good or we're fighting to get better at it. But I think with my daughter getting some more schoolwork here, we're gonna get more into a little routine and start to be able to do some things. But it's we're working on it.
Now, are there any sort of things around the house that maybe you haven't had a chance to work on projects and stuff that you couldn't do before, but now that you're stuck at home, you're kind of have the ability to do more of?
Well, I'm it's the yard work is the kind of my thing, right now, but with this weather as it currently snows outside, it's been tough to try to find long period of time to actually get some of that yard work done. So, that's kind of been my challenge trying to get that done while we're doing all this. But as far as, I mean, I've changed a light bulb. That was my
Yeah.
home
Hey,
improvement that I
we'll
actually a
take
couple
it.
light bulbs. But that's been the extent of my home improvement so far this quarantine.
Well, for you as now the head coach, obviously you have a relationship with all the guys, and I know you've been in contact with them. How do you feel like your guys and your team are handling all of this crazy times?
I think it's different. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, going from finding out that their basically spring workouts are not happening. They're at home. They're dealing with that. Then they find out that their head coach is leaving, and granted, I've been on staff, but a new head coach is coming in, and all the work that they're doing with learning to adjust to online. It's been a challenge for them, but I think they're holding up and getting through this new normal.
Well, you guys obviously had a lot of momentum coming off the end of last year, reaching the GLIAC tournament final. How do you take that momentum, even though you don't get these workouts, into next year?
I think we just got to talk positively, talk it to in existence, talk about guys with guys about doing anything and everything they can do to improve. And I've talked to guys, and guys have been out in their in their basements, they've been in their driveways, dribbling, doing whatever they can to keep themselves mobile and getting better. So I think guys are trying to do their best to improve themselves. And hey, it's a unique time. We've never gone through something like this before, so there's no playbook for this. So I think it's day to day we're kind of rewriting that playbook, and I mean, I wouldn't say even rewriting. We're writing the playbook and figuring out how this goes.
And everybody's going through it too. Else is going through it too. So we're
Yes,
all in the same boat on this. Uh,
correct.
Now, another thing that's obviously huge to your program and everyone else's program in these crazy times is recruiting. How have you approached these trying to recruit in this unprecedented time?
Well, it's and all of us coaches have relationships with guys, and it's been leaning on those relationships and helping to connect pieces either with players or with other coaches to find out information about those players, and then trying to reach out to them and gauge what their feelings are with things. So it's been a unique challenge. It's definitely one where I've been at this 18 years and never done anything like this recruiting wise. And for us people who are face to face people and need that interaction, it can be a challenge over the phone, trying to do different things like, these online conferencing type things to do more like that, to just get that face to face and whatnot. So, just it's going, but it's slow.
Well, to go back to your point about the weather, in the span of this interview, it has gone from blizzarding to sunny in these 5 minutes outside my house right now. So,
Same here.
yeah, yeah. Well, Lonnie, great to talk to you. Glad you're well, and really looking forward to seeing everybody and getting back together again soon.
Oh, same here, T Mac. I love my family, but I love my Northwood family too, and not being able to see them has been tough.